we just love to do themes around specific ways how to help build those relationships with your children. And we always are striving to implement color to help you do it in a creative and a fun way, so that it doesn't feel so regimented. Now, the first thing that we're looking at is how to build your relationship around love and your relationship with your child. What can you do? What colors can you introduce, and how can you do this? Now, what I notice is when I have parents come to me and they say, well, Justine, I really want to improve the relationship of my child. What can I do? Everything that I give suggestions on is exactly what I'm doing with my child. So I have my days where everything is okay, maybe a little bit low sometimes, and then when those days come, it's because I realize I myself am, as a parent, am not nurturing myself, and I'm not listening, and I become in a parent mode, which becomes like a drill sergeant mode. And the drill sergeant mode goes into you must do, I want you to do, this is how it must be done, do it now. And I also notice I do that when I'm very tired. So if you're not getting enough rest, if you're not getting enough time out yourself, you naturally are going to be affected by this. So that's a very important part for you to remember. And then looking at your effective sleeping patterns. Are you sleeping properly? So it's all those things that really contribute towards building the love and relationship with your child. Then what I tend to do is I tend to have a lot of orange around my daughter and I when we are busy building the love within our relationship, because then if I'm nurturing myself, I'm nurturing her. And what I notice is she wants to do things with me. And so if we're doing a picture together, she wants to draw on my picture. And as a parent, you can get quite territorial, go, well, no, I don't want you to do that. Or if we're busy washing dishes or cooking food, she wants to come and do what you're doing. And that in itself is your child saying, I want to find a connection with you. I want to do what you're doing, and I want to build that connection. And that is such an important part to be aware of. Now, what I've noticed my daughter is also doing is she will go and do something for me, and it might not be what we want, but in the moment, before we moan, we ask ourselves, what is our daughter trying to achieve? So, for instance, she went and unpacked all our drawers, and she moved everything completely all over the place. And I remember I just cleaned, and I was so tired from cleaning, and I did get really frustrated, but in the moment, when we sat back and looked at it, she was trying to help me decorate something and make me happy. So when your child is doing something and they've either, splashed something on the floor or done something or taking over, their actions are going to tell you what kind of love and relationship they want to build with you. Now, if they're playing up, it's telling you that you're not listening. And that is a really hard thing to acknowledge and be truthful with yourself. When you are listening, you will find that they will be a lot more on your side and you on their side, and wanting to work as a team, what we call fair exchange. Now, what we tend to do is we do the fair exchange rule, where I say, okay, what would you like? And then she'll say, I would like this, this, and this. And I say, okay, well, as fair exchange, if that's the case, then could we do a fair exchange of this in order for you to get what you want? But the fair exchange is landing up just spending time together. So sometimes it's watching a cartoon I really don't like, but that's not the point. It's what could you do activity-wise together to build that relationship. And like I said, the colors to surround that, especially when you're finding difficult, if you're not making the effort and the time to put that in, they're going to pick it up and they're going to feel it. And, for instance, I may sit around while my daughter's playing Barbies. I may not like Barbies, but I find what can I like in the Barbies. So it might be I might start cleaning her dolls or doing their hair and brushing their hair, dressing them up. And just with us all sitting together, that in itself builds our relationship. And later down the line, we have a lot less frustrations, shout out, outbursts, because we're all trying to work out a fair exchange that all of us can win at the end of the day.